Monday, June 9th edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Meteorologist Matthew East here along with you. Nice looking shot this morning from the Avalon Pier web camera. It looks like it's going to be a nice sunrise there along the Carolina coast this morning. Enough cloud cover there to make for a pretty scene this morning. Warm and muggy conditions all around the region. Temperature 73 there along that portion of the Outer Banks. The dew point way up there at 67 degrees. Yesterday, it was a warm and very soupy day. Not overly hot, very few 90s to be found anywhere across the region. But we did have a pretty good coverage of showers and thunderstorms, some pretty heavy rain-producing thunderstorms out there at times yesterday. This morning, it's 60s and 70s, very soupy conditions. Check out these dew point temperatures, way up into the 60s all around the region. 71-degree dew point temperature down in Columbia. When you get those dew points up there in the mid and upper 60s, it's a pretty uncomfortable setup in terms of the levels of humidity out there, and get used to it. It's going to be that way all work week long. All right, here we go with the setup for today. Frontal boundary draped through the region, and also notice, I'll show you in more detail in just a second, but look back there in Mississippi and Tennessee and northern Alabama. That's a pretty good little mesoscale disturbance that might bring us a little decent chance of some at least widely scattered thunderstorms late this afternoon and into this evening. Now let's scan around the radar this morning. A lot of cloud cover left over. Had some wind-producing thunderstorms there along the Interstate 26 corridor there near the North and South Carolina border, and also between Columbia and Charlotte there in northern parts of South Carolina yesterday afternoon. Through the past few hours, been a few showers there moving between Greensboro and then over toward Raleigh and Durham. Nothing overly significant there, but again, look at this disturbance. If you look carefully, you can see that counterclockwise swirl moving through northern parts of Mississippi, right along the Tennessee line, and that is what we call a little mesoscale convective vortex, and that could enhance the chance of some thunderstorms in a few spots around the region later today, and big line of storms marching south through Texas this morning. So again, in terms of major surface features, just this weak frontal boundary that's now stalled out across the region. In this type of warm and soupy setup, it's really the small-scale features that could make or break the coverage of showers and storms on a daily basis. So we'll watch how that disturbance off to the west of us behaves. But I do think certainly at least some showers and storms around the region today. Highs, look at that, getting warmer across the region, 93 in Columbia, 91 in Fayetteville. And wait till you see tomorrow's numbers. First of all, that next storm system inching eastward. So tomorrow, probably featuring some scattered afternoon thunderstorms across the region. And look at the highs, getting hotter, up to 96 in Fayetteville, 91 tomorrow in Charlotte, Raleigh at 92, 90 in Greensboro. So the heat building on in here. Very muggy conditions sticking around. And then we should really increase the coverage of rain and storms around here for Wednesday and especially Thursday. As that next system gets a little bit closer to us, still quite warm on Wednesday, upper 80s to low to mid 90s, depending on where you are around the region. More on all that coming up in just a second. The tropics have gone very quiet for us. Remember all the rain and storms with that low pressure in the southern Gulf of Mexico last week? That's all gone now. It's smooth sailing all around the Gulf of Mexico, the Caribbean Sea, the Atlantic Ocean, all looking pretty quiet out there on this Monday morning. All right, so here's what's happening aloft. This is your European upper air chart. And you notice here, pretty good little disturbance sitting over Oklahoma and Kansas. We go out to 78 hours, and that disturbance has kind of opened up into a wave at 500 millibars, but that'll be enough to really enhance the coverage of showers and storms around here Wednesday and probably especially Thursday. And the pattern stays somewhat chaotic into the weekend, so at least some chance of some showers and storms sticking around in parts of the region into the weekend too. All right, so here we go. I'll just flip you through day by day on the European model very quickly here. This is a look at Tuesday, tomorrow, and then you notice as we get into Wednesday, disturbance inching eastward, and then here's the very healthy coverage of showers and storms for Thursday and Friday. Still a decent chance of some showers and storms. So pretty much a summertime deal out there with warm and soupy conditions, and each day featuring some scattered showers and storms. All right, that is it for today's edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.